Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I'll pull it up right now so I can be able to speak
It's
to
the
it.
final countdown.
Yeah, it's called TFAP.
Zero. No countdown. There's a zero.
I know,
Zero.
right?
Yeah. We had no Espanol countdown, man. What the? You know what? We gonna give you a pass because you about to give some real news. You could not lose,
Yeah, no,
use,
no.
but use. Hey, man. Hey, happy Monday, man. We made it through the weekend and whatnot. Everyone, you were tuned in to episode 72 of Technically Speaking. We are giving you news.
That you
That
can
you
use.
use.
Hey. Hey, and just starting this thing off, man. Hey, I shout out to oh, okay, what's up, Bobby? I see you on IG. I see you 2 times. Hey,
Two times.
JC Rizzle 9189, man. Hey, thanks for showing love, man. That's what's up. But hey, starting us off, hey, the main man with the game plan got a game plan for folks out there, man. You got some news you could use, man. Break them off something, man.
Yeah, so we know that we're coming into trying times, and food is going to the ability to get food is going to be an issue, right? Because we know what's going on. However, there is this thing called the Emergency Food Assistance Program that is out there, and it's for everybody. Well, not everybody. I would say for those who qualify for SNAP benefits, you can qualify for this, and this will be it's this will be an availability for all states, right? It allows you to be able to get boxes of groceries for that should sustain you for the entire month. It's called TFAP for short. So Google TEFAP, and it's funded by the government, right? It came up on my social media feed this morning, and I was like, you know what, this is something that I believe that everybody in our community could be able to take advantage of.
Yeah.
No matter if you're, you know what I'm saying, you probably can't afford food, you know what I'm saying, but it still take a hit.
What was the how do you spell it?
TFAP,
TEFAP.com or just Google it?
Well, Google that. It's if you need that website, it's F as in Frank, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam, dot U as in unique, S as in Sam, D as in dog, A as
Man,
in
make
apple.
a banner. I was gonna make a banner, but I can't keep up. You make the banner.
We'll put it in the resources. All right.
We'll put the link there. But no, it's I think that as people in a community of people, we should be actively looking for these resources since we know what's coming ahead, so we can be able to share with our people, right? I think that is very, very important. And not only that, you're doing God's work, you know what I'm saying? Or you're doing the work that people actually need. I mean, you probably can't afford groceries, so this wouldn't apply to you, but somebody out there may need this, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people need it.
Yeah, and I think they said that if you qualify for even if you don't qualify for snaps, I think this program, depending on the amount of people in your home, depending on the amount of income you made, there's some people that make $60,000 or $70,000 a year still qualify for this program. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, that's not bad, man. Yeah, that's helpful.
I mean, because they're gonna end up spending that money that they probably would do on bills to pay for groceries, right? And then that'll put them in a deficit. What's the phrase that we always said back in the day? You got to rob Peter to pay Paul.
Pay Paul. I know about that. Let me tell you that right now.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, this situation can be a helping to somebody.
Yeah, no, that's what's up, man. Hey, shout out that website one more again for folks, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Y'all can Google it, but fns.usda.gov, and the program is called the Emergency Food Assistance Program.
So anyone watching this, man, pass that on if you know someone that need it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of having something I needed, dude, this weekend, Saturday, there was something I needed. I didn't even know I needed it, but man, I needed it, man. What happened Saturday, dog? What happened Saturday?
Oh man, Cash Money for the 9/9/2000 and make them say
Nah, 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 nah.
Man, can I just say, if every era in life has a soundtrack, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I truly believe that was our soundtrack played
Yeah.
on this past Saturday for our high school years.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know
if
what
you
I'm
a
saying?
millennial dog, if you a millennial, I ain't trying to steal your thunder, OG millennial.
Yeah,
But if you
Hey,
a millennial, that was the sound that the whole high school.
high
oh
school.
yeah.
High school started with No Limit, and at
Yeah,
the
Mhm.
tail end of high school, it was Cash Money, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
right.
you young, Bobby.
So
You
right.
young, Bobby. You was
No, no,
popping
no.
in junior high.
Juvenile song, Back That Ass Up was the very first song that I read every single lyric to
Yeah.
and learned specifically to rap to it so that I could be relevant in my all black school that I went to.
Hey,
Ah,
Um, it didn't go as good as I probably would have liked. Nobody liked that I could do that because I don't sing well, but I can rap.
they.
And
You know what I'm
so
saying?
that was kind of what I did, man. Going
right.
into the 99 and the 2000s. Every time
Yup.
that song came on, just the
And
beginning of it,
99 and
I was all
2000.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
we got class
stretching,
99 and 2000 on this
get,
thing right here.
Yeah.
getting ready.
It was all about No Limit, man. They were who was the one who signed Snoop Dogg? It was
No
No
Limit.
Limit signed
No
Snoop Dogg,
Limit.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yup.
So No Limit was great, and then they signed Snoop Dogg, and it was over. Like,
Dude,
Man, that,
what can you
before you
do?
start the breakdown, the one thing I'm mad I didn't hear was that top dollar with the gold fleet collar dipping in the
yeah.
Mm,
Oh,
dipping in the blue Impala,
they didn't play that though, but
they
it's all
didn't. They didn't.
right?
But okay, so um I would like to say this. A lot of people were complaining why it wasn't in New Orleans, right?
we didn't
And
want that. We didn't want that.
yeah, well, see, I get the reason why the fans wanted that, but the true city of New Orleans having something like that could have been potentially deadly and dangerous.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Um, we being in Vegas, most people consider Vegas Sin City, but it's also a good place to get away. The weather was good; it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold, and then you can be able to drink on the strip and stuff like that. Um, I just think that it was more so of a good reason why they had it there
yeah.
because you in New Orleans, we already in an age of nostalgia, right? And then you go out there and you be like, wait a minute, hold on. I remember them fools up the street who killed my homie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about to go ahead
yeah,
and blast this music and roll up and
yeah,
rock. Nah,
yeah,
we didn't need
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
We didn't
Because
need that.
they
You
be
know
out
what I'm
there
saying?
trying to be about it for real. We ain't
For
want that.
real. Oh, about
We
it,
needed
about
it
it.
in
Oh my
neutral
God.
ground. We needed to have it in neutral ground.
Yes.
That's someone
Yeah.
pointed that out to me, man. Like when they
Yeah.
said that, I was like, good point, good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
There's
So
more
it's
But
dirt and able
right.
to more dirt. You could hide more bodies.
It's the desert. It's the desert. There's a lot of
I
places for
was
that
about to
out
say,
there.
there's
Hey,
a
shout
lot
out
of
to
sand out
Shumadara
there,
on
my man.
IG,
A lot of
man.
sand.
Shumadara,
yeah,
Caramel Delight. What's up,
man.
man? What's up? So
What's
get
up?
us
Shout
going,
out,
man.
shout
Let's
out.
jump to it, man. Let's start with the breakdown, man. Cash Money versus No Limit. Matter of fact, everybody that's live, man, put in the comments who y'all think won that. Put
Yeah.
that in the comments.
Okay, so when Juvie came out, I was like, okay, Juvenile, I see you, right? But then, and here's my whole take. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Cash Money was gonna run the whole gambit.
I did too.
I
I
was like,
did
they
too.
got Hot Boys, they got Lil Wayne, and Juvie's always been fire, always, right? You know what I'm saying? Damn, he was the first person outside of New York to me that I can remember that had a Jay-Z feature.
I think you're right. I
You know what I'm
think you're
saying? He
right.
had that remix, and
The
that
Aha
came out,
remix. Yeah.
and I think that came out before Big Pimpin',
It
right?
did. It did. It sure
So
did. Yep.
you know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And Jay-Z is in my top 3 favorite rappers of all time. So that's the reason why now if Jay-Z would have came out, but that wasn't
I
happening.
thought about that. Yeah, you're right. And they
You
didn't
know
even
what
do high, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he did do high. He did. No, he
didn't
didn't.
do high. I just
He
thought
did-
about that. Now that you
yeah.
mention it, he ain't
Yeah.
even do it.
But I thoroughly impressed because I don't want to spend too much time on just the show. I want to be able to for people to embrace the era of nostalgia, right? I personally was highly impressed by Mia X.
Dude, Mia X, dog.
Man,
She
gotta
She's
give
came
still
it.
out
killing it, huh?
repping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
And
Yeah.
you know what? She gave you that, and I didn't realize to this verses that Mia X, she wasn't one of those females that couldn't rap, and she rapped more just about sex. You know, back then in the 90s, it was Little Kim, Foxy
Trina.
Brown, their whole
Trina.
thing, you know,
Yup.
and Trina, their whole thing was I'm nothing wrong with being sexy as a female talking about sex, but Mama Mia,
They made
she
a
was
song
giving you,
exactly
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was giving you the stuff about, you know what I'm saying, life. And I was just thinking, like, dang, she is the South. She's one of the South queens of rap. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the original
Yeah.
boss bitch, right? From
Yeah.
the street. Ratchet.
Yeah.
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 But she was also about like she was talking about getting money though. She,
She could
you know what
spit.
I'm saying?
Like, dude, I forgot. She came out. She
That's
made
why
me
No
remember
Limit is
real
better.
quick. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, not only Snoop Dogg, they had her, they had Mystical, like every person you can name from Cash Money, I can name someone from No Limit, and then I can name more people from No Limit.
Yeah.
But in the long run, Lil Wayne, man, he's been around for like 30 years now.
Lil Wayne's
Well,
one of my top 3 of my rappers.
Lil Wayne is?
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at
In the
that.
long run, they won the war, I guess, you know.
No, no,
No?
I don't think so, man. Because you have to Lil Wayne is Cash Money, Young Money. So I personally think, you know, you're right. I got to give that. I take that back, man. Yeah, Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne ran it from 99 to 2014 and 15. Because he had the Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4, Carter 5, and Carter 6 just recently launched like 2 years ago. And it's like, even though he gave you the persona, Lil Wayne started mumble rap. And he wasn't a mumble rapper. Yeah, Lil Wayne created the mumble rap part. You know what I'm saying?
So before we veer too off
Yeah,
course, let's get back to the show, man.
let's get back to the show.
He wasn't there.
Lil Wayne wasn't there.
So my whole thing, the whole night, I'm like, where Lil Weezy at?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because I wanted to see on the Cash Money side. I love Juvie, but I wanted to see Lil Weezy, man. I wanted to see Weezy. I wanted to see Turk. Like, I needed the whole Hot Boys, man.
I wanted to see the Hot Boys reunion, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, there's certain things that, you know, that time doesn't heal, right?
Yeah.
Because apparently Turk and BG, not Turk, but Turk and Baby, you know, have their differences. We heard that out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Birdman when I'm playing at the end. He
and
they had to grab the mic from him.
Yeah, Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh got the mic from him a couple times because you know, after they did Number One Stunner, right? Which was really big, right? And I think that he should have just let it go. He decided to say, you know, I started this tattoos in my face and diamonds. And Master P came.
Hold on, wait. Make sure you quote him the right way. He said, I started this stunting shit. Yeah. I started the tattoos on the face. I started the grills I was the first one to have grills in my teeth. You got it, because the number one thing was I started this stunting stuff. And then Master P was like, no, you did. I give it to you. You started that stunting, but he was like, I was uptown too. And look what I started. And then he went into that. About
it, boy. Dude, I had chills. I had so many chills.
Dude, I just got chills listening to it. I'm like, dude, listening to that exchange between Birdman and Master P, dude, we've been waiting for that.
Yes,
we've been waiting for that. Dude, like that was, Well, what's up? What's up, Donald?
No Limit gave me the clearest instructions on how to make crack cocaine.
Yeah.
They gave me the clearest instructions out of all the rappers. Made it very simple for me.
That's where we are in life.
Look, in the 90s, you learn. Like Biggie even taught you how to sell it. Never get high off your own supply.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not lying, dog.
Yeah.
So funny story. I want to tie it into some newer like rap, right?
Yeah.
When that one song, I'm in love with the Coke. There's a
Yeah.
one part he's like baking soda. I got baking soda, and my older kids, they were younger at that time, and they was like, "Why does he keep talking about baking soda?" I remember the ghetto dope, right? And
Baking
I was
soda,
going
all
through
the
the checklist.
wickedness.
I was going
Yeah.
through the checklist. I was like, look, according to Master P, look, this is what you do. You take the you take the cocaine, right? You take the baking soda, you step on it, and I'm like, that's how you extend it and you get more cocaine to sell. And they were looking at me like what in shock, like, and then my daughter was like, but mommy has baking soda in the refrigerator. And I'm like, oh no, hold on, wait, no. Your mom's making crack. I think your mom, you can use it to make cookies. You can also use the baking soda to make the refrigerator smell good. So I don't think
Yeah,
your
it's a good cleaning product.
Yeah.
That baking soda,
You can even use it to brush your teeth with lemon juice and peroxide.
yeah, right? It declogs pipes also, you know, mixed
that
with vinegar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yes, it
life
does.
hacks.
It
Huh.
creates this whole little fusion in the sink and it cleans out the
Yeah.
way.
Huh. You know what? I think I mixed baking soda with peroxide to get the skunk spray out of my dog. She got attacked by a skunk.
Oh
And
Oh,
no.
okay.
yeah, man, the peroxide with the baking soda got it stank.
Oh
Oh.
no, I know. I know.
Vinegar.
They be running around, they be running up and down the street over here where I live on Budlong. And
That's crazy.
sometimes when I sleep with the window open,
Ooh.
and you can tell somebody got hit with it because
Ooh.
there's dogs out there too, and I think the dogs be like fighting and barking them. But then I heard, you can hear a dog sound like they cry, sound like
Yeah.
they crying.
Yep.
Like,
Got him. You know who didn't stink though? That damn No Limit performance, man. Like,
yeah.
who said it? I think it was you, Donald. You said it. You was like, you thought Cash Money was gonna run it, or you did you say that? You
I
said
said
that.
that. I thought they
Okay.
were gonna run it.
So I went into that thinking Cash Money was gonna run it, right? Because they got the hits, but Master P and them made me remember because I forgot. I ain't gonna front, man. Like that when he came out with "This Is for the Players" and the Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta say, man, I bought more albums in the 90s from No Limit than I did anybody else, man. Like I literally had a small collection of No Limit rappers. And I hardly ever bought CDs during the 90s, man. You had to be really, really good for me to buy your CD. You know, I had the Chronic, I had Snoop Dogg's album,
I had
Tupac.
that.
It's up
Remember the
there.
subscription you can buy?
I remember that, the 99 cent.
Oh,
Yeah, and you get like 10 CDs.
Oh, they mail them to you through the mail and shit,
Yep.
right? Oh, I took
Yep.
advantage of that one time.
That may have been before your time, Bobby. Did you ever see
Nope.
that?
I remember because I was like, this is probably a lot better because if not, I'm gonna spend $30 at Sam Goody's for a freaking CD.
Yeah.
Sam
damn.
Goody.
99
Damn.
cents a month.
Hey, explain to the
$30.
young people, Bobby, what Sam Goody was.
Tell them.
Oh, why did I just age myself?
Yes,
But you gotta see, yeah.
but you can do that.
You can. It's all right. It's all right. Let the youngins know for someone that stumbled on this channel what a Sam Goody was.
So a lot of times, right, we go to the mall. Sam Goody was like our music store. They had like everything was tailored. You had like all the genres in one area, then it had it all coordinated by what rapper it was and stuff. So if you were looking, for something from Ludacris, you just go to the L's and you go check out whatever albums he had up there and stuff. But seriously, it was
I missed that routine, man. I was there. They
$30.
knew
You have
me.
to go and dig for your music, not none of
Yep.
this Google stuff like
Straight.
Googling music with your hands.
Yeah.
Those were the days, man. All right. So my question for everybody: what's your favorite song from each camp that they performed at the verses?
I didn't see the show.
Oh man,
I'm gonna
you
watch
got
it though.
homework. You gotta watch it, man.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I like No Limit, but Cash Money will always have my heart.
What's your favorite Cash Money song?
So, well, like I told you, back that
Back
ass
that
up.
ass up. Okay. I'm not mad at that.
That's my little anthem, man.
What about you, Corey?
All right, my favorite Cash Money song is Number One Stunner because it reminded me when I got my car and I was playing that all on Crenshaw. And my favorite No Limit song will always be Make Them Say you know what I'm saying? are one of my. I told you who my favorite rapper is. My favorite Southern rapper is
Mystical,
Mystical,
right?
and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't there, but obviously because he's doing, you know, what I'm saying, doing
He
some
needs to learn how
time.
to keep his hands to himself, okay?
Yeah,
Like
he do.
stop doing that, man.
Yeah,
No means
but
no, okay? Damn it. Like
but
she
that man is talented, bro. I mean, I would even put him up there, like he's in my top 10 when it comes to hip hop greats. Period. You know what I'm saying?
he's dope. He's
Because he
dope.
made that make him say, he the one who took it up. Like, I love the way that Master P came out with it. Man, I'm the colonel of the motherfucking
Yeah.
tank. But
Yeah.
then he was like,
Yeah.
with his speed and rap, man.
Mystical
I
was the
this,
take that ass. Watch yourself.
Yep.
watch yourself.
Yep.
Right there.
That was
I know
Pharrell's
what you're
first
working
breakout
with.
art.
Tell me what you're working with.
Yep.
With the mic in my hand.
Yeah.
Nah, so on the Cash Money side, I gotta say my favorite Cash Money song that they performed was "Get Your Roll On." Everybody, get your mother can roll on. What? Get your roll on. Everybody, get your mother. Hey, when that one hit, whoo,
Yeah.
that one. Okay, so that's on the Cash Money side what they performed, and then let me see on the No Limit side. What was it? Let me see. What was on the No? Let me think real quick. Let me think on the No Limits. It was so many of them. I'm
It
gonna
was
have to say F the mother because I'm for my I'll ride for my
Whoa.
I
I
can't
totally forgot. Yeah, but don't,
don't
can I
do that
can I
one.
just say Snoop Dogg stage performance was amazing.
Bar none, man.
Was
Like just
amazing for
yeah,
50, how old he 52, 53.
he up there.
Yeah. I was like, okay, Uncle Snoop
Yeah,
giving a show. I can't wait
he
to see.
killed it.
Now I will go pay to see him live. I will. I
When
never
was
seen
this, man? How long ago was this? So really recent, huh?
what you talking about.
Saturday?
The verses?
Yeah.
It was Saturday.
You can watch this on YouTube.
Well, you got to find other people who had it on YouTube. Yeah, this one guy who I saw, he was shout out to him. I can't say his name because I forgot, but he literally posted right after verses was over because I saw Gmo text in the chat. He was like, "Great verses," and I was like, "Oh, it
Yeah.
is the 25th." So I went and searched, and this one guy he streamed it on his YouTube. He got me as a subscriber. He got me a
Right?
subscriber and a like, and damn it, if he had something to buy, I would have probably bought it because
Yeah.
I was, I was man. And you
I
know
want to
what's
see the
crazy?
Snoop Dogg now, man. You got me
Yeah,
really
man.
intrigued.
Nah, he killed it, and he did his whole part a cappella.
Yeah,
Killed it, and he was doing everybody else's parts too. Like I respect that when you know everybody else's verses and you know your verse and you do your verse a cappella. Everyone was saying Snoop was the Jada Kiss of this verse.
yes, yes. I 100%, bro. Hey, but let's before we switch topics, because we gotta keep it moving, right? What was your favorite verses?
My favorite one, dude. I gotta say this one, man. Like this one was my favorite because of the nostalgia. Like you said, this was the soundtrack of our whole high school. Like
Yeah,
all the memories came back. Like, I was watching. It was me and my daughter. We was watching. I put her up with her baby shark. She had on her tablet just to get her settled. She had her glass of milk. I had my glass of wine. We was toasting, and then the music caught her. She started dancing. And
right.
we was having a party, man, and I was just reliving. I was running with y'all. I was reliving those moments, man. Like
I'm saying for real.
dude, this was my favorite one, man, just because of the memories that came with it. And every song I had a story I was telling Alora through it, and she's just like listening, and we dancing. So it was a moment, man. And I'm talking, I was hyped just in my living room with the wine, like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this was my favorite one, man.
Right on, right on. What about you, Bobby? Do you watch verses?
No.
Okay.
But had I known this one was on, I might have given it a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
I was doing something different.
Do you watch verses, Dr. Poole?
No, I never heard of it, man. That's why you guys like I'm totally in the dark. What is this show and how can I find it, man? They have more than just one show, huh? This was more than just a
Yeah.
tribute.
So, to be real brief about it,
How do you
during the
find out about
pandemic,
this stuff, man?
so during the pandemic, verses would take, people artist who pretty much has a catalog, has a history, but also has a fan base, dedicated fan base, and they would go ahead and link with this company called Thriller, and Thriller or Triller, one of them.
Triller. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I heard of that.
So Triller, they would host these verses, and at first it was virtual because of the pandemic, COVID, right? But then after everybody could be back outside, they started hosting them in certain places. Why? What's the matter?
I'm sorry. Creative Native said, "Brother Pool living under a
Under a
rock."
rock.
You know?
I guess, man. Damn.
So they had,
Back.
so they had Snoop Dogg and DMX did one. R.I.P. to DMX.
Yeah.
They
RIP.
had Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin. They did one. They had
They're
they
beefing with
did
each other.
huh?
They're to see who was better or something.
No, they were
Kirk
just
Franklin?
celebrating each other's catalog. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a
Oh,
celebration,
okay.
man. It's really a celebration. It's a
Yeah, it
celebration.
wasn't beef. It wasn't beef
Okay.
at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They even went as far as having Omarion and B2K, right?
Damn,
Yeah.
we got a lot of
Hey,
catching up
what?
to do, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot.
But
Yeah.
but
So
my
I
favorite
will
one,
say, what's your favorite one, Corey?
my favorite one, and I didn't even know it was gonna be my favorite one, was the Locks versus Dipset.
Dipset. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Jada
That was a good
Kiss.
one. Jada Kiss, yeah, he's like the versus all-star MVP of all
Yeah.
time, man. Like
Yeah.
he Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dude, I remember when Dipset was like, "Oh, but y'all ain't got no songs for the girls." And the Locks was like, "Oh, you forgot." And they put the joint on they had with Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Woo-hoo.
Dude,
Dude.
hey, they
Yeah.
So
shit
it's a wrap from there, huh?
it was a
Yeah.
rap, dog. Because then they went through a
It was
whole
a rap. I see what you did there.
So I
Yeah.
would say my second favorite one was the one. I think it was Beanie Man and Buju Banton. So
Oh wow, yeah.
they had they were doing it in the studio, and remember that a cop came to shut them down, and Beanie Man went off camera, but you could hear him in the background, like, "Hey, brethren, hey, we're live. The whole world is watching us, brethren. Do you want to be the person that shut down verses for the whole world live? Do you want to be that guy?" Like that's all you hear Beanie Man say. That was like the most gangster stuff I ever heard. He was like, "Look, we're not hurting nobody. We're having a good time. This is
Good
live.
time.
We got millions upon millions of people watching us. You're gonna be that guy that messed it up for the whole world." And the
Yeah.
cops left.
Yeah, no,
That was
man. Look, man. I think my second
That's how you
favorite
win.
was Ja Rule and Joey Crack.
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, man. We can go all into this, but look, man. What we have to do, we have to just look at all these streaming platforms, and some of them are actually now gobbling the others. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
With that being said, Warner Brothers is actually Warner Brothers Discovery, not Warner Brothers the whole company.
Franchise.
Warner Brothers Discovery is actually for sale, and you
Yeah,
can get
man.
a piece of it.
Yeah, you can get a piece. Hey, all you need. Well, so here's the thing, though, because they already got an offer. They got an offer from Paramount Plus, Skydance. To your point,
Skydance.
right? It's all together. Paramount Plus, Skydance made an offer for $60 billion,
Ooh.
and they turned it down. So
Yeah.
Let me borrow a mill.
I'm
A
for,
milli, a
for
milli.
real.
A milli. Hey, I see what you did.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, they up for sale, man. So the thing that's going on with that, right? Because we talking streaming, we streaming right now, right? Streaming is the thing, right? So
Yeah.
I think what's going on is it's the Amazon effect. I like to call this the Amazon effect, right? We lost stores like Kmart, Circuit City. Who else did we lose? Bunch of
Good
stores
guys.
that. Which one?
Good guys.
Good guys. Yeah, we
Radio
lost
Shack?
them. Which
Radio
one,
Shack.
Bobby?
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Shack
Dang,
people.
I forgot about
Mhm.
them. But dude, Amazon took them out because they just couldn't keep up with that infrastructure and that business model, right? So companies had to shift and pivot to try to keep that market share, right? That's what's happening with streaming. Netflix was the disruptor, right? They disrupted this whole entertainment thing with streaming to where now companies are trying to figure it out. So the thing that's going on with Warner Brothers Discovery is they're trying to figure it out. They don't know, okay, should we stick with cable? Is streaming working out? Because what's going on with them is they make 70% of their revenue from old school cable.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things they're looking at. Do we go for some more money, messing up on some for show money, and ending up with no money?
No money.
Right now, that cable is for show money. So that's where they are. So they're looking at either do they split into two companies where they got Warner Brothers streaming, or do they and they have a separate Warner Brothers cable, or do they just sell one or sell it all? That's what this whole streaming thing is causing right now. And I wanted to share this too, man, because a couple of episodes ago we talked about, you know, as a consumer, should you consider going back to cable because streaming prices keep going up? But this is the other side of that. So the actual providers, they're having their issues too, where us as the consumers, like, man, I don't know if I want to keep this streaming platform. But when we pull out, no pun intended.
When you press the button, oh, when you pull out,
Here's this beautiful baby right here.
But when we do that, when we leave those platforms, these are the decisions they have to make. Like, oh, we're losing subscribers. Maybe we want to distance ourselves from the streaming side of it and just stick with cable, because just like when we talked about on the consumer side, cable is a bit more stable. Well, it's proven to be more stable income and revenue for them. So that's where they are with it, man. It's a back and forth, man. We got things we need to consider as consumers as far as do you stick with streaming? Do you go to cable? But another thing to think about too, if let's say they decide to sell, then we get less competition. When there's less competition, what happens to the prices?
They go up.
They go all the way up. What was you going to say, Donald?
Just some of the other entities that are in under the corporate umbrella of this WB conglomeration. Cable, they do own TBS and TNT, so there would be some hits in the cable market. But the DC universe, and more importantly, the only other competition in America to the WWE is AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and they have a contract with these guys, and the contract that they have with these guys is their number one source of income. So with them being on the market, it's possible that WWE is about to become the number one and only wrestling organization in the United States of America.
Ooh, good point. Good point. Hey, it's funny you say that. So AEW was just here last week. They were at the Bowen Center at Techport.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Really? AEW struggling?
Yeah, they're not doing it. They have a really poor product, which is why WB is losing a lot of money. Also, you know, like they're investing a lot of money into this wrestling company, but every year they're losing 100,000 viewers each year is what they've lost incrementally over the last 6 years. So they've lost about 500,000 viewers for TNT over the last 5 years.
Goodness gracious.
Are they losing them to to WWE?
Bad storytelling, bad booking, and the WWE is making a comeback, but it's hard to watch. It's a lot of underground, like indie wrestling. It's nothing like the other product. Nothing. It's like more raw. Like you're gonna see guys hurt themselves more there. You're gonna see some crazy storylines of weapons, fire, blowtorches, Mazel Tov cocktails, and shit like that.
So it's not wrestling.
It's like
yeah, it's different. It's different.
It's like terrorism versus Sunny Delight.
To each his own. We don't want no haters. I watch the product because I love wrestling. So don't hate. I'm not trashing the product. Those numbers are real numbers, though. They are losing 100,000 viewers every year.
Well, now I understand why they're thinking about selling. Because they sometimes you just gotta just drop it. You know, just bounce while you can, cut it, and just get away from it while you can. Which I wanted to share this too, just because you know we got a lot of viewers that own businesses, and think about the market that you're in. So these are the strategic decisions you got to consider, right? Like if there's a disruptor that comes like the Netflix, because Netflix caused all of this. This was never a concern until Netflix came. They were a disruptor. My question for you is, if you're a business owner, ask yourself, are you a disruptor? Because if you're the one that's disrupting, you Gucci, because everyone's gonna have to pivot and try to keep up with you. But if you're not the disruptor and a Netflix comes into your market, you got to be ready to know how to pivot so that you can stay relevant and keep your market share. So that's really the takeaway I wanted to share, sharing this, right? Because it's something that we all deal with, streaming, cable, but really just that's how you apply it to your business. Whatever business you're in, do whatever you can to be the disruptor, not the one being disrupted. So that I'm gonna leave it off on that one.
Yeah, it's true, man.
I'm not mad at that.
There's power in controlling and causing a little bit of chaos sometimes, and being original and different,
Yeah.
pushing against the grain, so to speak.
No, good point. Good point, man. Speaking of pushing against the grain, you know where a lot of people learn how to push against the grain? In
Where?
college.
College.
So
Maybe,
in this
hopefully.
week's millennial parenting segment, that's the new name of it now, because we millennial parents and we got to deal with millennial parenting. What's our tips for millennial parents this week, Bobby?
So yeah, let's get into this real quick. After having a discussion with a friend, a lot of my parenting, I guess, ideas come just out of conversations by venting from other parents. And I had somebody recently; they were like, "Man, let's meet up for coffee. I got a story for you." I said, "Ooh, share the
Ooh,
tea, share the
there you
tea."
go. Give me the tea over coffee.
So she begins to
I like that.
she begins to tell me that her stepdaughter just graduated high school and everything, which is great. She had great grades. She got into Texas A&M, wanted to go for a very specific thing. And I stopped her right there. I said, "Well, what this thing is for? Was there any college locally that supported the same exact
Mm.
degree plan?" And there were 6 colleges in the San Antonio
Ooh.
area that would have supported it, but she chose to go out there near like Kingsville or someplace that's like three hours away from here. And so this kid didn't want to work. She wants to focus completely on school, and she asked if her dad would be able to continue to pay child support to her for the next 4 years. And so I was like, that's
Mm.
a very interesting predicament.
So she's
Uh,
asking her dad, who
mhm,
no longer has to pay child support because she's a grown ass adult now,
yes,
to keep paying her child support to fund her lifestyle
yes,
because she wanted to go to college three
and
hours
not want to
away
work. Mhm,
and not want to work.
yes. And so this is going to go toward towards paying her for her dorm room. She may need extra money for food. And so I'm telling my friend, I said, I fully support the idea of wanting to help your children out, but fully funding their life, you got to rip that band-aid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's
Good
just
job.
my personal opinion. But listen, this is a segment that's going to require everybody's input. If you
Yes.
think I'm wrong, great. Then I humbly request that you show me a different side of what this would look like. Now we
Chime
are
in
all
the comments, everyone.
for wanting to motivate our children to be better than maybe we were at that age. But holding their hand through being an adult and paying for their lifestyle, are we really trying to push them forward to a life of success or not? Are we holding them back from really truly meeting their sole purpose in this life? What are we doing? Corey, give me some
Good
ideas.
question.
You know, and I'm gonna hold the mic on this one. And I'm here. This is to the mother. Don't be surprised if he says yes and then turn around, change it to a no, because of the fact that he may want to be supportive for his daughter. But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't think that paying for a child extended education will be doing that child any good, because now they're not learning how to fend for themselves. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
taking away their chance to fail. You're taking away their chance to learn how to, what I'm
Mhm.
saying, get knocked down and get back up.
Good point.
And then as far as, what I'm saying, for those in the future, realize this situation can happen to you. So before you think about laying down with that woman that you don't have a plan to marry, strap up and pull out. You know what I'm saying? Just being 100% honest with you. Look, if you pull out while you're strapped, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna have no babies. She can't blame you. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And keep the condom. Keep it. You throw it away in the toilet or whatever. Do not let it
That's
stay
real.
in there.
Hey, I remember that. Hey, I
You know
remember
what
they
I'm
taught
saying?
us that young. Yup.
Yeah, keep it. And
Yep.
look, me
Women be
personally,
crazy.
Women be crazy. You heard it from a
yeah,
woman.
you know
As
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
it's real.
Hey, and
There are
just
women out there. They're out to trap men. If they're less
bruh,
about you, they know that if you come attached with a dollar sign, they will find a way.
and listen to what she said. If you come attached to a dollar sign, get it?
I
Yes.
get it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
If you look stable, you're a nice man. If you look stable, you're a great target. I'm just playing.
What's your take on that? What's your input on that, Dr. Poole?
Dr. Poole, talk to us, man.
Get a job. Get a job. Get a job at McDonald's somewhere. Like if you're close to home, you can stay at home, and I'll help you out. If you're gonna travel abroad and go far, you need to get a job. And hopefully you have been working prior to going to college, so you already got a little bit of work experience. Because if you're my kid, you're gonna be working as a probably 16 or 17. You're gonna start learning how to make your own money, and then so you'll have a little bit of work experience. But yeah, good job. Learn independence, like you guys were saying. Be able to learn how to pay your bills and what it's like to have to pay rent and keep your lights on and keep your gas going so you can take nice hot showers. These are valuable lessons to learn. And the earlier you learn them, the better off you'll be as an adult.
Yep.
But I would help the best way I could. If I were financially set and was wealthy, sure, you go to college and you get a nice place or whatever. I'll help you out. But I'm on a budget myself, so you'll be working if you want to have your own place and go to somewhere far. I love you though.
So
You can
let's
come home
say,
for food.
Straight up, I love you. I still love you.
Yeah, come home for the
let's
holidays.
just for instance, he's paying $700 a month in child support, and she asked him to continue that. I had told my friend, well, that's a lot of money. That's a brand new car piece.
That is like
That's a brand spanking new car
2026 right there.
And I had told her we want to support our children, but if this was a situation and I was dealing with this, I had told her I would heavily encourage my child to, one, get a job, but two, if things become real tight, hit me up and I'll send you some cash apps to make sure that you have some food. That's different.
Yeah.
$700 to cover
I
your
know
dorm room,
700,
where this would not have happened if you had went to school locally and still continued to
like
live
Donald said, stay
with
with
your
me.
parents.
I got
Like,
you.
For real.
dude,
Yeah.
so that,
Yeah.
so how much? Question for the group: how much is too much?
Before y'all answer that, because I didn't get a chance to answer that last question. So, because
go for it.
I was in that situation where I was paying child support, and they had a child go to college after the child support was done. I wasn't asked to continue paying it, but I'm gonna tell you what, dude, the very next month after that child support was done, man, I went on the shopping spree. That money was spent on me. I'm telling you that right now. I'm buying the best new jeans Old Navy got to offer, because normally I got to go to Walmart. Hey, nah. What?
Walmart.
Man, I'm not paying.
I buy Walmart clothes. I got Jordans. I wear
do
Jordans,
Target.
but I will rock Walmart.
Walmart stepped up their game.
Yeah, I'll do a Target over Walmart.
They did not have nice clothes like that when we were growing up.
Let me tell you this: when I was my last year of child support payments was $1,500. I'll let that one marinate for a minute.
For the year,
$1,500. Long story short, it went up. It is what it is. So that last year was $1,500. But that was for 2 kids though. So when my oldest dropped off, that went down to about $700-800, something like that. No, I'm not giving you $700-800 a month. That's my money now, fool. I've been missing out this whole dude, because like when I was paying that child support, people would be like, "Hey, what you doing for the summer?" I'm paying this child support.
Paying child, yeah.
Christmas, I'm paying this child. You got plans for the holidays? Yeah, man, this child support. It's my plans for the next about. Let me see. One of them is about 10, so I got 8 years left on that one. The other one is 9, so that's gonna be 9 more years. So yeah, that's my holiday plans for the next 9 years.
9 years.
So yeah,
Time
after
to
that,
start saving for my retirement. You go do your thing. I'm gonna start focusing on my thing now.
yeah.
You know what? I didn't even bring in like a real perspective. My daughter, she graduated from Galen School of Nursing, which is a nursing school here in San Antonio, and she hardly ever asks us. Every once in a while, she's like, "Can I get money for gas? Absolutely. Can I get money for some food? Absolutely. I have no problem." And only once she said, "Can y'all please help me with books? 150. I got you."
That's not bad.
Very no, it's not. Very, very basic stuff. I still think I'm not saying no, absolutely not, don't help them at all. Yeah, help them out. I mean, especially if you didn't have help at that age. I didn't. I was out of my house by the time I was 15, y'all. That's a story for another day. But listen, we don't gotta let our kids suffer that same fate. We can
No,
be there to step
no.
in and to help
Yeah,
guide
I
them,
agree.
in smart decision making. We talk about this a lot. Um, and so you can definitely be there to help guide them and see them through those things, but encourage them to make good decisions. You gotta work.
Yeah,
You don't work, you don't eat. I'm not gonna say it, but
Mm.
there's
you
a
don't
good
work.
book out there called the Holy Bible literally says you don't work, you don't eat.
There you go. Yo, hey.
Yeah.
And Method Man said that too. If the homies don't work, then my homies don't eat.
Eat.
I could bring the
Yeah.
funk like grandpa's feet.
Whoa,
Look, you know
that's a
That's
one
bar.
I think maybe Bobby, you know what I'm saying? You could probably build up a topic off of that, you know what I'm saying? How not to treat our kids like we were treated, cuz getting older and moving out the house. Like my mom always gave I was different, but I heard a lot of my friends' moms and a lot of my peers' moms say that, you know what I'm saying, when you turn 18, you got to
You gotta
get out
go.
and get on your own.
That's happened to
You
me.
I've
gotta-
I've heard that from a friend of mine, from my neighbor that I used to live next to, and when she
Yeah.
That's
said
how
that,
the
I
whole
looked at
world
her
was
in
prior to our
disbelief. I was
generation.
like,
No,
"What?"
I'm gonna be honest
Well,
with
at
you.
least in America,
But my mom was
that
like,
was the message.
I Geronimo was like, that was him.
That was me.
Yeah. So my mom was like, you can stay here as long as you want. And that immediately made me scared because I was like, I don't want to be that guy that's 30 years old living with
We're
his
that
mom.
first generation, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now, and don't get me wrong, I know people who have, I got cousins who did, but you know what I'm saying? I think what it did was it handicaps our kids from failing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah.
I believe once you fail and you fail early and you fail fast and you fail often, you learn faster.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I didn't realize that like I wasn't supposed to pay money when I got taxes, right? Because I made so much money when in the beginning years of me working. I didn't
You
realize that
rich
you're supposed to get a
mother.
return. No, I wasn't rich. It's just the fact that nobody like when you okay. So another time for another day. Get a job that has not just benefits but also perks. And one of those
Mhm,
perks was, go to school, right?
mhm.
We tell like we were just talking about, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to always have to pay for school. If they get a job with a perk, say a Starbucks or say a post office, some of those jobs actually have educational benefits where if you go to school, you go to work and then you go to school, they'll pay for
McDonald's
school.
does. McDonald's has a whole
Yeah.
education program they got as part of working for them. We obviously dog on people who work for McDonald's, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. If
Hey, I
you're
don't.
working fast
Shoot.
food, I've heard people that do, and I'm like, "Hey, hold on a second. We need our fast food workers. Let's not be crapping on our people over here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look,
Uh,
Yeah.
Calvin from the corner graduated, graduated, baby. Calvin from the corner.
Hey.
If y'all remember that commercial, McDonald's commercial,
I
Calvin from
remember
the
that. I
corner.
remember that. Yep. Yep. Hey, so to your point, right? Because I was one of those people. Hey, when you turn 18, you got to go. When you turn 18, you got to go. My 18th birthday came here, and I'm like, fuck, I'm 18 now. I'm like, sheesh. So that's why I joined the military. I was like, well, all else fails. Let me just go to the military because I'm 18. And it's funny because, like, as I'm getting ready to go, she flipped on me. It's like, no, you don't have to go. I'll help you with community college. And this, I'm like, I done already sworn in. I'm out now. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have told me my whole life when I turn 18, I got to go. Now I'm gone. But to your point, right, I think maybe we could fine tune that message in a little bit and be like, hey, be ready to go at 18, have a plan and I'll help you make that plan. And college doesn't have to be the plan. Before I say what I'm about to say, I want everyone that's watching this to take a break, scroll down real quick and click that subscribe button, click that like button real quick. So now here's the message. College ain't for everybody, okay? Cafe, baby, cafe coming soon to a store near you. But anyway, it ain't for everybody. So you don't have to go to college. You could go to a trade. You can do HVAC, plumbing, elevator mechanic. You could be a longshoreman. You could join the military. There's so many options. You could run a podcast, be a YouTuber, go viral on Instagram, get
electricity. Learn how to be an electrician right now. Right now, electricians are probably the highest demand with everything going electricity now.
Or you could be a sexy electrician on OnlyFans. There's so many options. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
A couple of years ago, I had this conversation with my daughter because she was told, "Oh, you better be ready to leave by the time you're 18 because your mom's going to kick you out." She told me, "Are you going to kick me out?" I said, "No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't believe in doing that." I said, "However, let me lay out the expectation.
Yeah,
you absolutely will be working. That's
you working.
You're an adult. You're not going to be living under this roof for free. While I'm not necessarily going to charge you rent, I will be making sure that you know how much our bills are. That includes electricity, water, and food. Don't worry about the mortgage because that's not your responsibility." I said, "But you will absolutely be pitching in, and know what it is to be responsible." She's like, "You're going to help me with my money? Absolutely. We're going to learn how to budget.
Good.
And we're going to learn how to live within our means. If we're making $100, we ain't spending $300. You understand me?" She's like, "Yes, I know."
Fiscal responsibility.
So there's going to be some discipline involved. And I said, I wouldn't have bought my first house when I was 21 years old if I didn't have some financial discipline.
You got me beat. I bought my first one at 22. You beat me by a year.
I bought my first one at 21, my second at 25, my third at 27, and my fourth at
house
30.
Buying mother.
I told everybody, y'all know who the rich is on the technically speaking.
Me. I'm only on my second, actually third house, but it was
Texas, man. You can afford stuff in Texas. It's a little bit cheaper than it is here in California.
I bought my first house. It was in Sunrise over off FM 78 in Foster Road. If y'all don't know where that's at, for those of you all over in Gunrise is what we call it.
They call it Gunrise, East Side,
Murder Central.
Yeah,
but it was what I could afford. A little 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it was $60,000, and I made $10 an hour. You better believe I didn't have food, but I had shelter.
There you go.
There you
go.
My priorities were to put a roof over my head, right? So it's just, going back to those parenting basics. I would never encourage somebody to kick out your child unless they're truly like causing problems. If they're causing problems, be like, "Hey, Buster, you're gonna get to stepping by the time you turn 18. It's gonna cut the crap."
My whole thing is this, because I told my kids this: if you steal from me as an adult, I won't get you. I won't take you to jail. I won't. I have the police come get you. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just being 100% honest. That's a trigger for me, and you know what I'm saying. There's a psychological issue with me with that.
Yeah.
And other than that, if you break a rule, we can repair. We can work on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you steal from me and I'm already providing you shelter, food, and a safe haven, the police will be coming. And I'll keep you.
I think the real solution is to start young. Teach the person how to fish, right?
Yeah.
Starting from a young age, teach the importance of fiscal responsibility, saving money, being disciplined, like you said, being disciplined, and most importantly, being focused. We done talked about that before, like being focused, because you got to be able to focus on what you want so you can get it. And there's nothing stopping them from being able to make money at a young age. Teach them, like Dr. Pooh, if you ever have your own kid, or even you become the stepfather of, your girlfriend's children, teach them the game. Teach them how to, maintain pools. Maybe they could run it. I know you said they not good with their hands or want to work with their hands yet, but you never know. Maybe.
If I could teach them the value of $1 at an earlier age, that I think I would really have made an impact in someone's life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe you guys create a solution for cleaning supplies and become ultra rich and famous.
Yep.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't got to do cleaning stuff. They could. There are a lot of things that young people can do.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
whether it's flipping burgers or whether it's just,
Or slanging ribs, because that's what I did.
Hey,
yeah, right.
man. Well, I'll
And you
tell
know
you,
what?
man. I got my stepdaughter. She edits our videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
hey,
Hey,
I gotta outsource it. So I'll pay you a little something,
or
something.
chores. If they
Um,
don't have a job, at least make sure they're doing chores to learn
Chores.
how to make
Yep.
money. Like, all right, if you're like my mom gave me chore list, that's how I made my money before I started working.
Oh, y'all make me
And
sound like a bad mom.
You
no,
gotta
I
pay
do
you're
you
them.
not
not
don't,
bad
you
at
don't, your
all.
do
kids
no
don't have
chores.
chores.
Oh no, they absolutely have chores. I do not pay them to do it.
I didn't
We
get
go out
paid.
to
Oh,
eat
I
see,
don't
they
pay
have
her.
no incentive
like
to want to do it for. Oh man,
no, the
yeah, you should
incentive is the fact
incentivize them.
My
You
mom
Oh,
be
teach
they
them
telling
how
is
to
me,
make
they
the
some
an
money,
incentive
incentive.
is the fact that we all get to go out to eat a couple
right?
of times a week as a family and do stuff. That is the
It
incentive.
wasn't
The
even a lot of
incentive
money. It was like 20 bucks,
if we
like
weren't
10,
working
20
together as
bucks.
a community, it takes a community to run a home. And
this is
Wash
true.
I
dishes.
have a
This
fairly
is
big
true.
sized home and a large piece of property here in Texas.
Can I ask
It's
you a
going to
question
be
then, Bobby?
yeah,
So if
sure.
you're not going to let your kids work and you're not going to give them chores to earn money, how can you really teach them the value of a dollar just by your
What do you
life
mean not let
example and how you
what do you
manage
mean
money?
what do you mean not let them work?
Well, you said that you're not going to pay them for chores, and
Mm.
you said that they don't have to have like a job when they're young. You'll pay for their stuff. So I'm just curious how you're going to be able to teach them the financial responsibility without them actually receive like they just got to watch mom and dad and how mom and dad get
I
money.
think I'm confused because I've never said that.
No, I never hear. I never
I
heard
I've
her
never
say
heard
that.
her.
never
I
said
could have
that
sworn she
before.
said they
Oh,
have
okay.
a
I'm
job.
probably confused then. I'm sorry
Um,
because it sounded like you were saying like you don't pay your kids for chores. And it sounded like you were saying that they could stay with you for
no.
free and
Mm-mm.
whatnot.
No,
So how
no.
would
He
you
said,
teach them the value of a
he
dollar?
said
What
that
what
if they
what's
stay
your
there,
example?
they absolutely have to
So
work.
She
What
said
am
they
I
here's what
absolutely
missing?
have to
I
work.
think I'm missing
here
something.
here is what
Perfection.
I do. If my girls love going to Target. They say, "Mommy, can I have a budget?" What did you do this week to earn this money? Because they know the answer is going to be no. If I had to tell you several times to do something, if you weren't on it like you were supposed to be, don't ask me for a budget. But sometimes the girls are like, if I do this extra stuff, could I get this $8 little slime bucket from Amazon? Yes, you can. But I'm gonna set the expectation. You're not gonna half-ass the job. I want to see you do it and it's going to be immaculate. And then we'll talk about the budget on Amazon. So there's an incentive. I don't
Yeah.
hand them money, but they do get things for the work that they do. It's not all
Yeah.
the
Oh,
time.
okay, cool.
And as far as my older daughter, I was saying that when she's 18, if she wants to live here, she has to be working. There's not going to be an exception to that, and
Non-negotiable.
that
You
she
couldn't work.
will be helping chip in on electricity, water, and food.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, I wasn't talking about like as 18. I meant like 16, 17 when they could like learn how to get a job and get a paycheck and stuff.
Yeah, my daughter's 16 now, so it's just a matter of
You don't got a problem
her
with them
applying.
going out and getting a job at 16, 17?
No, I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
a good thing. I think they absolutely, should be getting jobs at 16 because this is where at a young age, you learn to manage the money that you have.
Mm-hmm.
This is
That's
when
where I
you
was
Mm-hmm.
learn it.
missing. Okay, I'm sorry. That's where I was
Okay,
missing.
yeah, no problem.
Doesn't your
So
daughter already like kind of make money on the side babysitting?
so so she actually does a couple of things. My
I
daughter
remember
does,
you
like
shared that before.
yeah, she does, like, pet sitting. She's
Yeah.
house sitting before, and
Yeah.
then right now she's a barista at our church, and our church is actually about to open up the coffee jam through the
Hey,
week now. So
congrats.
she'll more than likely be doing her regular barista job during the week and stuff, which is good customer service skills. She has to work in a high
Yes.
pressure environment because
Yes.
our church gets very busy on Sundays, and so, this is teaching her how to serve customers, and deal with some of that backlash when you're dealing with, people that you are working with. So
Yeah.
this is a good thing. What grows you, right?
No, I like that. You said something I want to touch on real quick. The customer service skills, man, like that is worth its weight in gold because if you're gonna be well off, wealthy, whatever, right? You got to know how to work with people, man. And I've seen it. I've seen the young workforce, man. Oh my God. Like
Bruh.
man, that customer service is a dying art.
Man,
Like,
oh man.
man.
And bruh, I almost, man, You know, all right. So when you go to a drive-through to get your food, right? And you especially if you're in a rush and then it's taking forever, right? So the kid, and God bless his heart, because if I know if he treated me like that and as gracefully that I was like, I can't get mad. But I know if somebody could have snatched him through that doggone drive-through and probably beat his head in. Because I gave him a $20 bill for an order that was $9.73. So I know I'm supposed to get what? I'm supposed to get
$10 and like 27 cents.
right. So he just gave me the 27 cents. I was like, bro, I gave you a 20. He was like, no, you didn't. I said, I counted. I said, look at what I gave you. So he goes and he goes and open up the register and hands me back the 20. He was like, here. I said, and then that's why I was like, sir, I gave you a 20. You giving me back a 20, your register going to be short. Hand me a $10 and take this 20 back. And he was like, oh. And so he gives and I'm like, I just saved your job. And you go to trip on me like this. But I was like, you know what? And then I look at my food. I'm like, bro, you didn't even wrap my burrito right. You got the bag is. I'm like, let me just go ahead and go. Right. I probably shouldn't have been eating Taco Bell anyway. This was like 3 months ago, but I was like, you know what? Something is totally off because of the fact that you guys don't realize you got a job. You could have been a different candidate. Somebody could have said no to your resume. Somebody could have said no to your application, and somebody else could have had this. So I'm like, it's a lack of appreciation for what they have, and I think that is what the generation Alpha is missing.
No, it's not Alpha. It's Gen Z. Generation Alpha has a chance. If they could watch what the fuck the Gen Zs are doing and be like, man, these motherfuckers are crazy. I don't want to be like these people. Then our society has a chance. But it's all on Gen Alpha. It's all about Gen Alpha.
They lack the appreciation of what they have. The last couple of times I've gone to the Dollar General out here where we live, the Dollar General is like our general store.
Sorry, Gen Z.
You need something like real quick for dinner out here where we live. We don't just drive 15 minutes up to Walmart or HEB or nothing. We just hop on over to Dollar General and grab it. But I go in the other day and these kids, their kids that work there, they're standing there cussing at each other and acting stupid. And I'm like, hello? Can I get some customer service over here? What are y'all doing? Y'all are tripping. Even in Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna put Chick-fil-A on the rocks for a second. I love me some Lord's chicken, but
Jesus chicken.
Goodness, there's a new one that opened up by my house. I say by my house, it's all an 18-minute drive. Listen, that's by my house.
That's close in Texas.
That's close. I go over there and my daughter Grace is 9 years old and she's standing there at the counter waiting for her Sprite to be refilled. She ends up, I'm like, what's taking her so long? She finally comes to the car and I'm like, woman, what is taking you so long? She's like, Mommy, I stood up there and they saw me and didn't ask me about refilling my drink, so I just left. I was like, hell no. Hell no. I said, no, ma'am. Let's go. And so I taught her a valuable lesson. I said, when you feel like you're not being seen, excuse me, may I get some service? You have to advocate for yourself.
Oh, hell no. Who are you raising your voice to? Oh, and then it goes down on YouTube. Oh. Sorry, I watch a lot of videos.
I was all wrong, Mom. If my daughter says, excuse me, may I please get some service? I've been waiting to have my drink filled. I told her you need to advocate for yourself, especially when you're a place full of adults. Because I may not always be here. I'm going to be here right now. And you better believe we're going to get your drink refilled because you stood there. And as soon as I walked in, a guy that was waiting for his delivery with Amazon, he's standing there. He goes, oh, I saw your daughter standing here for a minute. I'm glad you came back in here because I know they saw her. I'm going to make sure.
Damn.
I had to fix it with the management. Let them know.
Every Chick-fil-A has an owner on site because that's how Chick-fil-A does their location. Yeah. So complain to the owner and get you a month worth of Chick-fil-A for free.
Hey. But no, kudos to your daughter for going to that program and getting those jobs and learning those customer service skills because she's going to be the one to Donald's point to teach our saviors Gen Alpha because there's hope. There's hope with those there, man.
Yeah.
Hope there's hope.
So
All right, which one's a Gen Alpha?
that's the one after Gen Z. So the babies.
Yeah.
The babies. I don't know what year. What year? Do you know what year they start?
12,
Their
13,
oldest, I
13.
think, is like 10
10.
or 11.
Okay, so
Probably.
that's
13.
that's
So
my daughter's. So their Gen Alpha is
Yeah.
Mercy 6 and Grace is 9.
Yep. And my
It's,
daughter, she's Gen Alpha. So
yeah, if you're born anywhere between 1996 to
19.
2012, you're Gen Z.
Mm.
Because my daughter, my twins barely made Gen Z. And they was like, I was like, okay, y'all some Gen Zs.
So I'm wondering if we may need to cast a spell to teach these kids good customer service. I don't know, but there's something going on with some witches.
He said cast a spell. Oh, I see where you're going with it, but I was like, what the hell? What the hell, Beyonce?
I tell you what, man, these Gen Zers, if I were young, I wouldn't be going out for Halloween, man. I'd be too scared to be going outside with these youngsters out there, man. I'd be
Tell us what's up.
terrified.
What are they doing?
But yeah, we're gonna talk about some Halloween stuff if you guys want, you know. If you guys want to talk about
Do
some
it.
witches and
Do it. Oh,
whatnot.
Alita, take us in, man. What we looking at?
All right. Well, this right here, we're gonna hear a little bit of Tom Brady because he's the best example I can give of witchcraft. Because I do believe that witches is real, and I think in 2025 they're everywhere. I think that they're still gathering in circles, you know, and they're doing those love spells and they're doing the rituals for power, you know, and even if you start thinking about the new herbalists, you know, out there who are doing these new concoctions for healthy ways of living by making things, you know, it kind of makes me wonder, is that the new age witch for 2025, you know?
Damn, Donald.
Damn, I never thought about it like that, man.
Yeah, right. So we could go into this story and jump around a little bit. Go ahead and play that for me, man. Everybody knows Tom Brady. Tom Brady was married to a really famous woman. I'm not gonna drop her name because I don't remember her name. It's like Giselle, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, Giselle. She was a supermodel.
Yeah, right. So they divorced and whatnot. But he credited some of his Super Bowl wins. Let's take a look. Let's hear what we got.
So it was early January this year, and I said, babe, asking, like, do we have a chance? And she said, yeah, but you're going to have to do a lot of work, and you're really going to have to listen to me. So, man, I listened to her. And right after the game, she said, see, I did a lot of work. You do your work, I do mine. She said, you're lucky you married a witch. I'm just a good witch. So it was.
All right, there it is. So clip it right now. If you ask me, he just exposed the industry for what it really was, man. You know, and to start it off, you know, like before we go into what he says and some other stuff like witches, man. Well, I remember first time watching a witch movie, I think was The Wizard of Oz. And they had the good witch and the bad witch, you know, but I also remember my mom watching this show called Bewitched, right? Black and white show, kind of didn't understand the context of it, right? You know, some other stuff that came out, you know, as I was getting older, man, you know, I had The Craft. The Craft was pretty good, you know. It's
Blair
pretty
Witch
interesting.
Project.
Blair Witch. Yeah, what are some other ones? What are some witch movies or TV shows that you guys thought about? Hocus Pocus was a big one.
I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh yes, I used to love that show.
And
Yeah,
the Talking Cat. I did too. I didn't see like the demonic part of it, but I did enjoy the show. And I got to tell y'all, call me a bad Christian mom, but I love Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
Not a bad Christian mom. Harry Potter. Harry Potter is Harry Pottering.
Harry Potter.
Man. Dude,
we were growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch it because it had spells in it.
Dude, I like Charmed growing up in the 90s.
Oh.
Charmed was my thing. I had a crush on them girls, man.
Yeah, they're hot, right? Alyssa Milano, I think, was one of them or something.
Yep, dress up like a witch for me, girl.
Yeah, man. If you think about it, you know, nothing's really changed. It's still progressing. You know, I play a video game. It's called The Witcher, right? And they got a Netflix series, right?
I like the show. Yeah,
it was a good show too.
It is, right? They're getting ready to release a new season, right? It's like if they haven't released it this week, it's like this upcoming week. But for Halloween, they're releasing season 4 of The Witcher, and I played the video game, and it's a fun game, and it's a good series. But I noticed in that show and in the game, a lot of times in life, it seems like they're not really referring to magic as magic anymore. They always refer to magic as chaos now. And I also think of like another thing that drove it home is I've been watching a lot of Marvel stuff to get prepared for the Doom movie coming up. And so I'm starting at the beginning of the MCU, and it starts off with like the Scarlet Witch, Loki, and these witch characters. And then there's like 5 or 6 other witch characters that I haven't gotten to yet, but will somehow revolve around this new era of all right, we're gonna have all these
Wait
witches
till
and shit
you
like
get
that.
to Agatha all along.
Agatha
All along. Yeah.
Okay, is that I liked her from what I saw from the Black Widow. Or not the Black Widow, but what is it? Scarlet Witch.
WandaVision.
WandaVision. Yeah.
WandaVision. Yeah.
That was fun.
Low key, that kind of gave me that show kind of gave me the willies for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Agatha all alone. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But it was
real. It was real, dog. I mean, not real, but you know what I mean. Like it was a dope show, man. It was a dope.
I've met a couple witches who practice.
I know a couple of witches, man. And shout out to all my friends out there in Asheville, North Carolina, where the witch culture is big out there. I got friends out there, man, and they're good witches. I mean, they do, like you said, the natural healing. There's a salt mine out there, salt mine, salt cave, where a lot of people go to get like natural healing and like rebalance the chemicals and whatever that stuff that they work on. I mean, and I come from native roots, man. So we had witch doctors, man, that did natural healing and stuff like that. So Geronimo, where I get my name from, our tribe respected the Apaches and Geronimo, the Apache warriors, so much. That's where my name came from. My grandfather was Geronimo. My dad is Junior. I'm the third, just from our aspiration for Geronimo and what he did for the native people, right? The resistance he put up. But do you know he wasn't really a warrior by trade? He was originally a witch doctor. He took up arms to try to protect his people. But he wasn't really a warrior. He just did what he had to do, but he was a healer. Just a little fun fact. So I come from a culture of
let's talk more about that real quick, because the herbalist isn't just an Indian thing. I think that's a worldwide thing. A lot of the Asians believe in the whole holistic earth. Middle Easterns, Africans have their witch doctors. It's prevalent all over the world, and it seems to be in good faith for the most part, right? They're trying to do things to heal, but you guys ever think it could go too far and cross the line into maybe something a little bit more demonic or evil?
Yes,
I think so. I mean, for the Christianity has Satan, right? And most definitely in those beliefs, there's the equivalent. You know what I mean? Just a different culture. You know what I mean? Most definitely, you got your dark and your light. Just like the Christian faith.
Yeah, because it's crazy. When I saw Woman King, right, I realized like their religion was voodoo, right?
Yeah.
And we was always told that, about voodoo was like a bad thing, right? We never heard. I mean, I don't practice it. I don't, practice it at all. But it's a religion. It's not. We just think voodoo. I thought voodoo was like, oh, they're gonna put a hex on you, or they're gonna put a voodoo on you, right?
A little doll with needles or something, right?
Hey, don't eat the spaghetti. Don't eat the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I don't eat spaghetti for that purpose, period. You know what I'm saying? Because it turned my stomach when I heard about it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, keep your pasta. I'm good. I don't need no pussy pasta. Keep your pussy pasta.
Now, Bobby, I want to know what you think now that, like they mentioned the religious aspect for the Christianity. I know that you and Corey definitely have really strong values. That's coming up to Halloween. What do you suggest for the Christians out there and with this holiday coming up? What are some alternatives for them, or
funny
can they take comfort in going out with their kids still?
So it's funny that you mentioned this. I think that parents ought to always be weary of what's inside your kids' candy. You should still always be checking your kids' candy because you just never know.
Good point.
I think there are some Christians on both sides of this aisle because growing up, I didn't get to partake in Halloween. It's not my favorite time of year. I've never cared for Halloween. However, I don't want to take away the idea of my kids being able to have fun. So we do try to stick closer to the church trunk or treats. My girls went to one last night for like 2 hours. They were out there just hamming it up on the hayride. They were handing out pamphlets, talking to other people about Jesus. You know what I mean? So they're still sharing the gospel, but they're still partaking in fall fun. And uh, my family joined a growth group with our church. So every Saturday we get to visit different pumpkin patches around San Antonio. And so I would still encourage you if you don't want to partake necessarily in Halloween because you're not feeling it, and that's okay. If you can participate in a church trunk or treat, something that still the kids can still have fun. You
Yeah.
know, don't take that aspect away from them. I do let my kids dress up. We actually keep it very PG. My younger daughter Mercy was a cheerleader, and Grace Grace was Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Nice.
I bought her costume, and when I was showing her on Amazon, "You want this one, right?" She goes, "No, I don't want that one. That's Billie Jean." "What the
oh,
hell? Billie Jean?" She goes, "I want the smooth criminal one." I said,
Hey.
All right.
Don't-
A
She's
white
like, "No,
suit
mommy, it's a white pinstripe suit, and it's got a blue band on the side with his
with
tie
the
and his
hat.
fedora." I was like, "That's
Nice.
odd," and so I start scrolling through. She goes, "That one. Oh, the $40 costume? Okay,
Yep.
I see what you're doing here."
Spend that money.
That whole lean thing had me as a
So,
kid, man. When he did
um,
that lean,
Yep.
yeah.
yeah,
and
yeah.
then he
So,
leaned the other way, and then he leaned forward. I was like, how is he doing that?
Yo, speaking of Halloween, none of us said Thriller. Come on
Oh,
now.
Thriller,
Come on now.
man. Hey, if you guys don't want to add anything else, if you guys got anything else you want to add to it, I love it. But I do got one last point that I want to make with you guys. You guys got anything else you want to share before I share this last point?
Share that last
Go
point,
for it.
sir.
All right, I mentioned chaos earlier, and the fact that a lot of people are now using the word chaos for magic instead of using the word magic for magic. And that got me thinking because when I hear the context of chaos, I take it as more dramatic and serious as opposed to just magic. So I got online and I did some definition defining, and I went and I checked two places. I checked the Oxford Language Dictionary for the difference between the two, and I checked the Webster's Dictionary for the difference between the two. And they're very clear. And I want your guys' input on the differences between the two, and if you think changing this phrasing is for the best. So, according to the Oxford language, it defines chaos as complete disorder and confusion. For example, snow caused chaos in the region. But for magic, it defines it as a power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious or supernatural forces. Okay. So that was Oxford's language. Now, for Webster's, it's a little bit more clear. It defines magic as the power to control supernatural forces, the art of performing illusions for entertainment, or a mysterious and enchanting quality. But it defines chaos as a state of utter confusion and disorder, or a confused, unorganized mass. Now, how do you guys feel about them changing the word magic to chaos when they're talking about magic after you hear these definitions? If you guys have any thoughts at all.
one
No,
thing
I
that
definitely
they
have thoughts. Go ahead, Bobby.
one thing they definitely have in common. You said the magic word on both of those definitions, which was confusion. It's to cause confusion.
For
That's
chaos, right?
for chaos.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
for chaos. It is to cause confusion. That's very interesting. Sounds a little dark, if you ask me.
I can see
And
that. I can see that.
and Bobby,
hmm
who's the author of Confusion?
Satan.
There you go. That's my take on it. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I get the fact that they're trying to make it sound cool. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it sound like, oh, okay, so I could be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? No,
I think
you're being confused.
when you change the wording of things, Corey, I think what you were going into is it becomes more tolerable.
Yeah,
It becomes more digestible.
yeah,
Oh, magic is associated with something bad, but we're gonna make it a little chaotic so it sounds more fun. It
fun.
sounds more tolerable.
And so, with that being said, they changed the definition because they have a particular audience. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about trying to, you know, take an enemy out. You take them out while they're young because they're not at their power, right? Everybody can't be a David.
Yeah.
That's my take on it, though. I don't want to go too deep into biblical terms because then.
So I grew up reading comic books, and I just the first time I was exposed to chaos magic was in the Marvel comics with Scarlet Witch and all of them, right? So I didn't read into it, but I mean, if that's your faith, I get it, right? I mean, if that's the culture what you believe in, makes complete sense. I didn't look at it like that. I just was like, that's some comic book thing. But maybe art reflects life. Who knows? So that's what I knew of chaos magic was just from the comic books. Now, the definition of the magic was being able to manipulate the supernatural or something. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, absolutely. So according to Webster's, because I think they gave the clearest one, magic, the power to control supernatural forces, the art of performing illusions for entertainment or a mysterious and enchanting quality.
I like that. The ability to control supernatural forces, hence a witch doctor, right? Native Americans and other tribes they did natural healing. And some would call that ability to heal someone naturally of controlling supernatural powers, right?
Right.
And the witches that I know, that's what they do, right? They tap into different forces to try to give you good energy, expel the bad energy, get rid of the bad spirits, right? I'm actually trying to find a witch doctor now from a local tribe to get some spiritual healing. They're hard to find because it's a dying breed because the young natives don't want to preserve the culture. Unfortunately, a lot of the young natives are slipping into the YN culture. And they're just not learning the art, man. So it's been hard for me to find a witch doctor that I can go to get a spiritual healing. But that's all it is, right? I mean, even from what I understand in the Christian faith, there's supernatural energies and powers at play that get controlled by certain people, right? So to be honest, to me, I don't see how that's different than any other person or entity that's manipulating supernatural energy, right? It's just a different flavor. So I mean, to me, I feel like you got good magic and bad magic. Maybe the chaos bad magic.
There's a verse in the Bible that we bring up pretty often, and Corey would Don probably know this too. We talk about battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers of the unseen.
Yeah.
So battling every single day is what we would call like spiritual warfare. It's not just what you see; it's the things that you don't see.
Right.
Is the enemy, not the people before you, but whatever it is that they're dealing with, whatever inner demons that they have inside of them.
Yeah.
It's the unseen.
Yeah, that's the reason why I like this question. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Corey.
I mean, I've seen somebody get a demon cast out of them, and I like that right there. Like, showed me like, okay, so there's other things that's out there that from a normal person you don't know, but you know what I'm saying, that, and what it drew me into my faith even more, because it's like, so if that's out there, I want to be able to guard myself from it, one, and number two, to educate myself about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's evil spirits, then there's the Holy Spirit, right? You know what I'm saying?
In that faith,
yeah, in Christianity, right? You know what I'm saying? The and you mentioned that there's people you would go to. So in Catholic churches, you have to go to the priest in order to, get to ask. The priest supposed to be the direct connect to God for you. In Christianity faith, you have that same power, right? So I'm not sure in your tribe, and is there a way where you can be able to get that same power?
That's what I was saying. You go see a natural healer. That's what I was talking about. How it's hard to find one because they're dying out.
Right.
Like the younger natives aren't learning that.
You guys are going a little bit off course.
Say what?
We're getting a little bit off course. Like, I definitely appreciate the religious aspects of it and spirituality with the magic part and healing and whatnot, but I'm more concerned with the chaos aspect of what they're trying to turn this into. Like, if you're a witch doctor and you were known as being a a healing witch doctor, but now all of a sudden you're a chaos doctor because they've turned the magic, they've changed magic to being chaos. So now you're not an herbalist, you're a
I've
chaos. You
never
would
heard
be,
that. And maybe it's just
well,
because I guess the
here's
witches I've
some
been
shows.
around, but we're talking shows versus reality. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I've never met anyone of Wiccan faith because a lot of the Wiccans, practice witchcraft too. I've never met a Wiccan. I've never met a natural healer. I've never met any of the witches that I know. Never use that term, so
Mhm.
I'm not familiar with that at all.
But you
And I think
probably
that's why
never met a witch who does like black magic either, right? Who
I
does
have not. No,
spells but they're out there and they
I've heard
exist.
of them. I've
Like
heard
there's
of
no
them.
doubt that they're out there. So my thing is it seems like there are agents right now who are trying to manipulate magic and chaos. Because if I define the word chaos one more time, which is the definitive part, it's the state of utter confusion and disorder. And so my theory is like if you watch the Witcher shows or if you look at any type of new age documentaries on the occult, it's all about chaos right now and disorder and being a disruptor. It almost disruption and chaos almost go hand in hand. So for me, I fear that we're going away from the natural witch doctors and the healers of the world, and they're trying to create disorder and madness. And so that's what I'm saying, because I'm hearing a lot of people talk about chaos magic and entertainment, and that's how you start spreading a message. You start by putting it out in
Good point.
entertainment,
Good
and
point. Good
it
point. Good point.
manifests.
Well,
And
and I can vouch
it's
for that
great.
because I'm having a hard time finding a natural healer that does the positive aspect of it.
So
Like they're hard to
Asians,
find.
man, maybe you need to find an Asian instead of an Indian.
That's not my culture, so I can't really. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like I don't. That's like
So,
asking a Catholic to do something in the Muslim faith, right? This is just that doesn't really match. You know what I mean?
well,
I
prayer
wouldn't
is
know.
prayer. If you're religious and you pray, you could be in any religion and pray for someone.
I
All
can't.
religions believe in prayer. That's like the umbrella of religion.
All I'm
You
saying is I don't
pray.
understand an Asian culture enough to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, yeah. I'm
Um,
thinking herbalists, like healing, right? Therapists and whatnot. Asians are normally pretty good with that holistic therapy. Middle
I
Easterns
guess it's
have
just
good
not my culture.
programs.
So I don't know about that. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even know where to start in that. But I'm telling you right now, it is hard to find a Native American natural healer. They're just hard to find,
I'll
man.
be honest, it's hard to find Native Americans. Period.
Oh well, you just gotta know where to look. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell.
I know
I
where to
couldn't
look.
tell. I'd have no idea that you were a Native American if you didn't tell me.
No, Geronimo didn't give it away.
Mm.
So
Geronimo gave it away when I met you and I saw your eyes and I saw your hair. I was like, oh, he Indian.
That's just a fancy name for Jerome. That's all. What's up, Jerome?
nah,
I'm
nah.
just kidding.
But no, I see your point though, man. And I don't know because it's been tough, man. I've hit up a couple of different tribes here in Texas.
Yeah.
And I'm being told maybe look in New Mexico,
Mhm.
maybe even
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
To Arizona.
Yeah. So I've been having a tough time finding one. So, but again, I've never rightfully so tapped into the groups that may be practicing the chaos magic. I don't want to, because to Corey's point, I believe it's all real. You know what I mean? Whatever you believe in, every there's supernatural powers at play in different faith beliefs, whatever you want to call it. Corey talked about, he said he saw a demon cast out. I mean, I've been to ceremonies where there are evil spirits cast. They come in different forms. It's just that my faith, just multiple spirits on good and bad, right?
So you think you could tell one? You think you could pick one out? Like I started this off, which is a witch. Do you think there's any way you can tell who's a witch nowadays compared to maybe prior? Like before in Salem, it's like the Salem witch trial. Oh, she's a witch, and then they just saw, get her, she's a witch. It's not like that anymore. Who's a witch?
Well, I could tell you the ones out here in the West, they actually have the signs put on their arms so they can identify with other Wiccans.
Is that
Isn't a male witch a
upside down
wizard?
cross too?
I don't know about the
Yeah.
upside down cross, but I do know I've seen like a circle with a triangle inside of it. And
Oh yeah,
then
that's a Mason thing.
no, I know the Masons. I got a couple. We got a couple bros that's Masons. But no, I'm not. No, this girl, she was paying her bill when I worked at T-Mobile, and I was like, wow, that's fascinating. I was like, that's a neat tattoo. She was like, oh, do you know what it means? I was like, no. She was like, well, I practice Wiccan. I was like, what does that mean? She was like, I'm a witch. And then it scared the shit out of me. But I had to keep cool because I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
And
want
some
to
witches are good though, right? Good witch, bad witch.
Yep.
look.
Yep.
According to Tom Brady.
I
Yep.
didn't know.
100%.
But she didn't come off offensive, and
Yeah.
she didn't get offended by my lack of stop asking. So I just like, you know what? Thank you. Have a wonderful day. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
American Horror Story nailed it with their whole witch season at the Coven. That was pretty good.
I did like that one. That was a good one. That was
Yeah,
a good one.
that's
I like
creepy.
that was like my
That's
favorite.
witches in 2025, yo.
Yeah. I don't. To be honest, I have. I haven't. Not that I know of, have not run into a witch since I left North Carolina. There's a bunch of them in the Carolinas, because in South Carolina you got the Geechee people from Africa.
Yeah.
You know, the roots from Africa, and they have their own version of what they practice and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
I heard about the Geechee through
the Geechee,
Charlemagne
yeah.
the book.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep. No,
crazy.
yeah. So
It's
you had
real, yo.
yeah, it's real, dude. You had the Geechee in the South Carolina. You had, I don't even know what flavor of the witches my friends were in Asheville, because like I said, they a lot of natural, like you said, a lot of essential oils and herbs and the
Yeah,
salt mine to go in there to rebalance your energy and stuff like that.
crystals. The crystal believers, you know.
Crystals,
Love a
yep.
crystal.
Mhm.
And
Spirit
some
world.
people would go as far as like wait a minute, astrology, right? You know what I'm
Astrology.
saying?
Yeah, the stars.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you're right.
saying?
I forgot about that one. Yep.
Like
I
people,
actually had a friend in Arizona when I was stationed there. I had a friend. She used to get her astrology reading, I think, like once a week or something like that.
And
Um,
that's
well,
when they had to make their sacrifices. They're in those certain astrological days of the year, man. When certain stars or the moon is a certain way, that's when they do certain things, right?
I don't know. I just don't.
yeah.
I don't mess with
A
Scorpio.
waning
Know that
moon.
much.
I don't subscribe to the astrology anymore. Because I got a damn tattoo on on my arm that says 69.
Oh, you
Oh
cancer.
yeah. So what's our final thought then? Lead us off. Close us out, Dr. Poole. What's the final thought?
The final thought is, when you're looking at a person who is doing some type of new age herbalists, keep in the back of your mind that they might be a witch. And at Halloween time, although it is nice to dress up as a slutty witch, people will judge you. And little kids who are witches, should a little kid be a witch? I don't know. What do you think?
You know, before you went down that route, I'm like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But now I'm like, nah, I don't think the kids should dress up as witches. Not when you put it that way.
No.
Damn it, boy.
Little
That's
kids
been your
dressed up as
millennial
slutty
moment,
witches,
man.
No.
That has been your millennial moment.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
There is nothing to say.
Okay, I
Happy
will say this:
Halloween.
if you're handing out candy, please hand out candy to the teenage trick or treaters that come along with their brothers and sisters, because they could be out acting like fools, but instead they're taking the little ones trick or treating.
Fair.
So make sure that you show them some chocolate love.
That's what's up. Some chocolate love. I've given out some chocolate love in my day.
You said what I said was crazy. What? All right. Look what I
Y'all are
started.
on something tonight. All three of y'all.
I
I
guess he on
started
that
something
trick,
terrible.
and he on that trick or treat.
It's all about that chaos, man. Let's get some disorder and confusion out there.
Yeah. Halloween is this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Friday. Hey, so happy Halloween, everybody out there. Bobby made a good point. If there's a teenager walking their younger sibling around to go trick or treating, show them some love too, man. Because
and check the candy. Right, Bobby? Check that candy.
Candy.
Check that candy. Dump it out and out of the bag and check that damn candy,
Yeah.
man.
Check out your local fall festivals and pumpkin patches. Give some love to your local community vendors and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
yeah. Good. That's a good way
let's up
to
and support our local community vendors.
support your local community vendors and
Yeah.
businesses, all of the above. So speaking of local businesses, Bobby, let these folks know what you could help people with in the Bexar County and surrounding areas.
I absolutely can. So, I am the owner of Patriot Restorations. We are a disabled veteran-owned small business here in the state of Texas, owned by yours truly. So, if you have water issues, if you have a busted pipe, there's water everywhere, and you don't know what to do, give me a call. Matter of fact, you can even go to Facebook and look up Patriot Restorations. You will see we now have a business page up, and so hit it, send us a DM. Let us know if you have some water issues, some mold issues, and we can help you to take care of.
Speaking of that water, what are you helping people with out there, Dr. Pooh, in the LA area?
Staying alive, making sure they don't drown. Parents, if you got kids at Halloween time, get those big black nets to put around your swimming pool so those kids don't accidentally fall in that pool off a candy high. So you can contact me on these gates through the social medias at don.rump and leave me a plug in the direct messages, or you can send me an email at drpool and spa service right here on the bottom and just add gmail.com on that, and you can send me an email and we'll get some work done for you.
Hey, that was good advice right there, man. I never would have thought about nothing like that. That's what's up, man.
There's like $200.
The
Address
200,
bowls.
that's it. Hey, man, that's worth it, man. If you can save a life, for real. That's what's up. The main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni, man. What you helping folks out with, man?
Look, you got a story, you know you got to get it out there. And this is how you do it. 1, you go ahead, get you some bullet points. 2, find your target audience. 3, don't get scared, just start. And it's your main man with the game plan here to help you out, Corey Giovanni. I help those start their podcast, help them with some encouragement, and I have coaching classes. So get up on the list. The info will be in the description below. It's your main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni.
Yo, and I'm helping people start their vacation rentals. So if you scroll down, first click that subscribe button, then click that like button, then click that link that I got that you could click, and that'll help you get your vacation rental started. If you have extra room or a house or something in a nice area, click that link, you'll get started, man. You be on your way. But hey, man, thank you, everybody. Happy Halloween this week. It is that time of the year. Thanks for spending this Monday night with us. We love y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. We out. Yo.
Peace. Be safe out there, guys.